Alright, got some prestige football. While everyone's jumping in here, I'm going to go ahead and get the box open and get all the packs out. Get ready to go. Your own PC slabs? Do you like make the plastic slab itself, or were you able to find like a plain slab you could purchase and off like Amazon or something, and then design it your own way? I don't really know how that works, I guess. Oh, sweet. I feel like that is the way to go. It'd probably save a lot of money. Heck, you could even do the grading yourself, huh? Before long, you'll turn into a little company. All right, we got some prestige fat packs. Actually, I believe I've already listed the 2022 prestige fat pack box break. I can't find those things sealed. I don't know what the deal is with the 2022 product. It's all coming all coming unsealed. Like all the products, Cello boxes and everything are unsealed. So I guess that's just the way we'll break them. But it's really hard to see, I know. Big ones are some of those short prints, the drip, rookie portraits, prestigious moments, state of the art, etc. And yeah, then the 10 SP rookies. Yeah, I've got an Instagram. I'm not super active on it. I don't have like a bunch of followers or anything. It's just the same as the channel. Yeah, that Kyle Busch card is pretty sick. I'm assuming you're talking about that YouTube short or whatever. Pulled that one in a break a while back. It's pretty cool. Anyways, you got Zeke Elliott, Christian Wilkins, Brandon Cooks, Quentin Nelson, Noah Fant, Kareem Hunt, Kevin Byard, Henry Ruggs, DK Metcalf, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Rondell Moore, Sunburst, right off the bat for the Cardinals. Preston Williams for the Dolphins. Got a powerhouse, Tremaine Edmonds. Any Given Sunday, Plexico Burris. Got a Dalvin Cook highlight reel. I do like the look of these cards right here. This is a youth movement insert of Chase Claypool. A nice looking card. We got rookies of Des Fitzpatrick, Gary Brightwell, Josh Palmer, and Jacob Harris. I think Palmer caught a touchdown late in the game tonight. There's Ronnie Stanley, Christian McCaffrey, Matt Ryan, Evan Ingram, Zach Moss, Alvin Kamara, Kirk Cousins, Chase Winovich, James Conner, and Joe Schobert. Yeah, we pulled Kyle Busch in it was like a full case break of Prism NASCAR about, oh gosh, that was probably over a month ago because I pulled it, shipped it, and then I know the guy auctioned it off, and I think it went for like mid-50s. Like he sold it like the very next week or whatever. Yeah, so I think it's around 50. I don't know what it would be worth now, but it's a nice little card out of 10 too. Tua, J.K. Dobbins, Derek Brown, Young Hoku, Teron Matthew, Liska Chenault Jr., Terry McLaurin, Jalen Hurts, Michael P. Ryan, Myles Garrett. Got a Pat Freiermuth Sunburst for the Steelers. And Austin Eckler for the Chargers. Any Given Sunday, Josh Allen for the Bills. Got a DK Metcalf highlight reel. There's a Pat Mahomes. He does his sidearm stuff all the time. Oh, there's even more sidearm than that tonight. That dude's crazy. Living legend Teddy Bruschi, Patriots. Got rookies of Rashawn Slater, Dwayne Eskridge, Ronnie Perkins, and a Javonte Williams rookie for the Broncos. We got Cam Akers, Jeff Okudah, Stephon Diggs, Joe Burrow, Laramie Tunsil, Sony Michel, Chase Claypool, Gardner Minshew, Ronald Jones Jr., and Kenyon Drake. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to, like every Sunday, we'd sit down and watch the NASCAR races. We kind of phased out of it. I think when we got into like high school and stuff, we started having a lot more activities and just didn't have time to really sit down on Sunday and dive into a race. We were always had like an open gym practice or had schoolwork or whatever it was. But we went to Texas Motor Speedway 4 or 5 years in a row and watched that race there. But the main races that I could probably still sit down and watch a race is similar to this weekend coming up is like Bristol and Martinsville. Some of those really short tracks, Richmond. I definitely enjoyed watching those on TV because there wasn't nothing for there to be 15, 20 cautions in the race. So there was always some action going on. Jamal Williams, Robbie Anderson, Calvin Ridley, Travis Kelce, Chase Edmonds, Mike Evans, John Brown, Tyler Lockett, Antonio Gibson, Darius Slade Jr. Hey, there we go. Got a Mac Jones sunburst for the Patriots. Chris Jones sunburst for the Chiefs. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hope he is okay. I caught the highlights of that game. It didn't look like he felt too good. He's grimacing. There's Adam Thielen, prestigious pros. Kind of reminded me of, not to the same extent, but that Matthew Stafford situation in Detroit his rookie season when I guess he popped his shoulder out of place and was playing through it. There's a powerhouse Aaron Jones. Just that same like determination kind of thing. Any given Sunday, Terrell Davis for the Broncos. Got Terrace Marshall Jr. Season's greetings for the Panthers. Rookies of Trayvon Moehrig, Rondell Moore, Pat Surtain, and Kadarius Toney. Then you got Jonathan Taylor, Bradley Chubb, Khalil Mack, Ed Oliver, DJ Moore, Devontae Adams, Stephon Gilmore, Minka Fitzpatrick, Michael Thomas, and Keenan Allen. Always makes you wonder if a guy like Herbert playing in probably the toughest conference in the league, like I would hate for him just to have a Phillip Rivers-esque career, just put up good solid numbers his whole career, but never really. I would hate for Herbert to be the Mike Trout of football, so to speak, if that makes any sense. Preston Williams, Lamar Jackson, Brian Burns, Deion Jones, Chris Jones, Devin Bush, Justin Herbert, Fred Warner, Travis Fulgham, Sam Darnold, Trayvon Moore. I saw TRE. Got a little excited. Trayvon Moore, sunburst rookie for the Raiders. Got Jamison Crowder for the Jets. Highlight reel of Derrick Henry. Timestamp Derrick Henry. Got prestigious pros, Larry Fitzgerald. Come back, Larry. You know you want to. Ooh, here's a nice one. Got a Heroes, Tom Brady for the Buccaneers. Very nice card. Simi Fioco, rookie for the Cowboys. Devontae Smith for the Eagles. Chris Evans for the Bengals. Kenneth Gainwell for the Eagles. A couple of the Eagles rookies there. Or maybe the only Eagles rookies. Got Julio Jones, McCole Harmon Jr., Kyler Murray, Cole Kmet, Devontae Parker, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Jones, Denzel Mims, Austin Hooper and Ryan Tannehill. Dang, that reminds me that pulling that Kyler Murray. There was somebody was auctioning off a sealed hobby box of Prism tonight, and I forgot to set my alarm to check and see what it finished at. I would have put a bid in. I ain't scared. I'd have bid on it. $2019 was some of the first football that I remember buying before football got abnormally expensive. 2019 Prism hobby boxes. I bought two of them for like $3.15. I opened them both. Yeah, I hope he doesn't end up like Rivers. I feel like, obviously he's pacing to blow Rivers' numbers out of the water. But if he has a weaker team than Rivers did, which it's looking like he might, compared to the other teams in that league or that division, it's going to be tough. And then if Devontae and Derek Carr get to clicking like they did in college, I don't know. Chargers and Broncos could be fighting for last place in that division. Yeah, I talk about this sometimes, though, but I remember buying this, and I hope it gets back to this, and it looks like it is. Like, the products are, Blowout and DA Card World and Steel City have been running sales, left and right stuff, but I'm hoping the product prices get close to this again. When you go on DA Card World and buy 2018 optic football blasters for $19 shipped to your house. The first video, one of the first videos on my channel, that was all I was opening was 2018 optic football blasters, and I was just putting Josh Allen cards to the side. I don't even know if I knew who he was at the time. I was looking for Lamar Jackson stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that doesn't happen. Honestly, I think the Chargers would be like a lock for the playoffs if they were in any other conference or any other division. I mean, they got to play those three, what I would call, top 10, 15 teams 6 times a year. So it's just tough stuff. Matthew Stafford, DeAndre Swift, Emmanuel Sanders, T. Higgins, Philip Lindsay, Miles Sanders, Taysom Hill, Derwin James Jr., Nick Bosa, Jalen Rager. Got a Pat Surtain sunburst for the Broncos. Baker Mayfield sunburst for the Browns. A.J. Brown timestamp for the Titans. Travis Kelce prestigious pros for the Chiefs. Jonathan Taylor powerhouse for the Colts. Got a Living Legends Jason Taylor for the Dolphins. Rookies of Greg Newsome, John Bates, Joseph Asai, and there's a Monroe St. Brown. Yeah, I like DA Cardboard. They got like a little tier system I've slowly tried to work my way through. The benefits aren't as exciting as I thought they would be as I worked my way up the tiers, but I guess it is what it is at this point. Jermaine Pratt, Zach Cunningham, Tyreek Hill, Christian Kirk, David Montgomery, Antoine Winfield Jr., George Kittle, Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Barr, and Odell Beckham Jr. Like, for instance, I've mentioned this a couple times, but they'll have like a case of a product, and I don't know, it'd be like $800 would be what the case price would be. And they say, well, if you want, like on the little listing, they'll say, if you want to buy 2 or more cases, send your rep an email and he'll give you a discounted price. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I'm thinking, you get like 4 or 5% off per case or whatever, and it might save you $50-$60 a case. But I send them an email and request the discounted price for multiple cases, and I think on $800 the discount was like $650 or something like that. So it ended up being like $794 or so. But that's, I mean, a discount's a discount. Don't get me wrong, but that's after spending 30 or 40,000 with the company in a pretty short amount of time. Andy Dalton, Preston Williams, Lamar Jackson, Brian Burns, Deion Jones, Devin Bush, Justin Herbert, Fred Warner, Travis Fulgham, Sam Darnold, Frank Darby Sunburst for the Falcons, Stephon Gilmore for the Patriots, Chase Young highlight reel, Jerry Jeudy timestamped. Got a J.J. Watt Prestigious Pros. Saquon Barkley. I hope he does well this year. I didn't check. He may already be injured, but I hope he does well. He was good back in the day before he got injured. Got a Nico Collins rookie for the Texans, Kellen Mond for the Vikings, Colin Hill for the Packers, and Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars. Yeah, they do make you spend a lot. Julio Jones, McCole Hardman Jr., Kyler Murray, Cole Kmet, Devontae Parker, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Jones, Denzel Mims, Austin Hooper, and Ryan Tannehill. I thought I seen where he had a good game in week 1. I just couldn't remember, so I didn't want to say anything. But that's good because I like to see old Saquon do well. I never hear anything bad about him. I mean, he may just be a quiet guy, but you know what? Some guys you just hear in the news all the time for talking on social media and getting in situations or criminal issues or whatever. It's just he's one of those guys I never really hear much about. Oh, that's awesome. That's good to hear. Yeah, so I like to buy off of DA Card World. They don't really have any issues out of buying from them. I bought a couple times from Blowout. Blowout, for whatever reason, every time I get, they seem to have higher prices on most things. But then here lately, I've seen some discounted stuff that seems like a decent price. And then Steel City, I don't know. I've bought from them a couple times. I just don't really. They're kind of, to me, they're kind of in between. Like, I didn't prefer the reward system they have, but then also, like, their pricing was just basically DA Card World. So it's like, I'll just buy off of DA Card World and see if working my way up through the tiers gets me anywhere. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Buda Baker. Got something colorful card coming up. CD Lamb, Myles Gaskin, Rashawn Gary, Jamison Crowder, Baker Mayfield, Derrick Henry. Oh gosh, this could be a nice one. Cameron Jordan. I think it's a season's greetings, and it looks like Ohio State hat, maybe. Oh gosh, I thought it was Fields. It's Trey Sermon. Dadgummit. 28 of 99. Jeez Louise. That's a pretty sick card, though. Kellen Mond Sunburst. Got a Brian Burns Sunburst. Jonathan Taylor highlight reel. Thought for sure it was Fields. Dalvin Cook time stamped. Got a Prestigious Pros Matthew Stafford. Living Legends of Sean Alexander. Larry Roundtree rookie. There's Zach Wilson. Got Amir Smith-Marset and Kyle Pitts. Not too bad of a pack there. Allen Robinson, Daniel Jones, Tre'Davious White, Melvin Gordon, Aaron Donald, Jarvis Landry, Josh Jacobs, Bobby Wagner, Justin Jefferson, and Cam Newton. Yeah, that would have been an awesome card to pull in Fields. I thought that's who it was, too. Jamie Collins, Dak Prescott, Byron Jones, Marlon Humphrey, Michael Pittman Jr., Corey Davis, Nick Chubb, Rashawn Evans, Malcolm Jenkins, and Joey Bosa. Yeah, you got a Sunburst, Kadarius Toney. Not too bad. Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. Any Given Sunday, Jarvis Landry. Highlight reel, Jamal Adams for the Seahawks. Got timestamp CD Lamb for the Cowboys. Franchise favorites, Christian McCaffrey. Got Joe Tryon, Chuba Hubbard, Christian Barmore, and Elijah Moore rookies. Jabril Peppers, Hollywood Brown, Jeremy Chin, Jalen Ramsey, Kenny Galladay, Anthony Ferkser, Jamal Adams, Adam Thielen, Damian Harris, and Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know that I've opened any 2022 Prestige yet. I'm trying to remember. I've opened a couple 2022 products, but I don't think I've opened Prestige. It's crazy because there was a guy auctioning off a lot of Prestige autographs. It was 100 and I forget now. I think it was 106 autographs. Prestige autos from last year. And it had big names. Like, I think one of the names he put in the title was Trey Lance, and there were some other big names in the first picture. But he had like a starting bid of, I don't remember, I think it was just shy of $1,000 or something. But it's like the starting bid was still only like $8 or $9 an autograph, I think. Which seemed kind of low, but I started looking up some of them individually and they weren't that expensive. So I was thinking, I kept trying to like gauge the average price of all 106 because I really didn't want to sit down and look up all 106 autographs. But I was thinking if I could buy it for a certain price and sell the guys that I wasn't interested in and keep some, then I could basically have some free cards. But I don't think it quite worked out well enough to do that. I think he's wanting basically market for everything. $28 of $99. Season's greetings. Crazy. My wife's done that a couple times. I sell a little bit on eBay, but not like nothing really frequently aside from the breaks. I have a few other listings, but my wife has like, I don't know, 200 listings or something on her Facebook marketplace. And there's been a few times where she'll list something and it'll sell like before she goes to bed that night. And she's like, I don't know how that happened. She's like, that sold really well. I was like, what'd you price it at? She's like, oh, maybe I priced it too low. Jerry Jeudy, Robert Woods, Jared Goff, DeMarcus Lawrence, Tyler Boyd, Logan Thomas, A.J. Brown, Traquan Smith, Mike Williams, Raheem Mostert, Nico Collins Sunburst for the Texans, Derrick Henry for the Titans, T.Y. Hilton Prestigious Pros, got a Powerhouse Nick Chubb, Any Given Sunday Steve Largent, J.C. Horn Season's Greetings for the Panthers, got a J.C. Horn rookie, Rashad Bateman rookie, Tamorian Terry, and Kyle Trask. Little Josh Allen, Auden Tate, David Johnson, Darius Leonard, Larry Fitzgerald, Josh Allen for the Jags, Devin White, Debo Samuel, Robert Tonyan, and Danielle Hunter. She had a Green Bay Packers. It was like a I don't know, vintage Super Bowl jersey. Like had a Super Bowl themed patch on it. I don't think it was like sold at the Super Bowl, but I think it was probably like sold the year of a Packers Super Bowl performance or something. And she listed it for like $19.99 plus shipping or something on Facebook. Make $20 plus shipping. I don't think Facebook does decimals, but um, she sold it before I even drove over to do the breaks that night. Like she listed as I was leaving. She called me. She's like, "I already sold that." She's like, "I had a bunch of messages too." I was like, "What do you price it at?" She's like, "Oh, like $20." So she went on eBay and looked, and it was like it was almost $100 jersey, which it was an old vintage jersey, so it's kind of hard to find it on eBay. But anyways, oh yeah, are you talking about Facebook limits on how many you can list? I ain't even thought about Facebook having limits. Patrick Queen, T.Y. Hilton, Cortland Sutton, Cooper Kupp, T.J. Hawkinson, Austin Eckler, Dallas Goddard, Quinnen Williams, D.J. Chark, Chris Godwin. Got a sunburst of Kylan Hill for the Packers. Cameron Jordan sunburst for the Saints. Powerhouse Raquan Smith. Got an any given Sunday Jalen Hurts. Highlight reel Patrick Mahomes. Got a Kyler Murray youth movement. I forgot they've got some 2019 guys on these cards too, so that's good. Jake Funk rookie, Jalen Camp, Trey McKitty, and Eli Mitchell for the 49ers. Got Darius Slayton, Cole Beasley, Joe Mixon, Deshaun Watson, DeForest Buckner, TJ Watt, James Robinson, Leonard Fournette, Brandon Ayuk, and David Bakhtiari. When I first started doing eBay, everything was going through PayPal. So if you sold something on eBay, it went to your PayPal, the payment did, and it processed or whatever, and you could cash out and put it in your bank account, or you could just use it on PayPal. And then they went to something called Manage Payments. Well, before they went to Manage Payments, you dealt with PayPal for your money, or at least I did. And when I was first selling stuff, I maybe sold a couple $100 of stuff a week, just various items. I started doing the breaks, and I would all of a sudden I would register like, however many $100 or $1,000 in sales a week compared to what I was initially doing. So PayPal kept flagging me for having all that money dumped in there, and they would restrict my account, so I couldn't do any shipping. I couldn't withdraw, blah blah blah. So the first like 6 weeks of breaks were miserable as far as that goes. I would be on the phone with PayPal the next morning with like a real person having to uplift the restrictions, and it was always pretty easy to do. It was just having to get on the phone and do it because it was just automated. Like they had a algorithm that would block you if that happened. It just my sales weren't in a rhythm yet. It was so abnormal. Oh yeah. eBay definitely has a limit. I think I had a friend who said now it's like super hard to start selling on eBay. I want to say he listed like 5 items, and they said we couldn't list any more. And then I would go like type in his items to try to view them and see if they had any views and what the photo quality looked like and stuff. I couldn't even find the item on eBay. He'd have to send me like a direct link to it. It's kind of weird. Leighton Vander Esch, Hayden Hurst, Pat Mahomes, Chandler Jones, Amari Cooper, Darren Waller, Russell Wilson, Chase Young, Julian Edelman, Deontay Johnson. Uh-oh. Hey, you got a Trevor Lawrence sunburst. I think we had a Mac Jones earlier, too. Very nice. We got a Deion Jones sunburst for the Falcons. Tyreek Hill time stamped. Prestigious pros of Matt Ryan. Powerhouse Joey Bosa. Derrick Henry, Heroes insert. I like it. Got rookies of Azeez Ojulari, Ian Book, Jalen Phillips, and Ramondre Stevenson. Honestly, that's not too bad of a bunch of rookies there. Those two defensive guys are pretty good. DeAndre Hopkins, Roquan Smith, Saquon Barkley, Carson Wentz, Drew Lock, Dalvin Cook, Tom Brady, Derek Carr, Chris Carson, and Montez Sweat. Oh yeah, yeah. That is pretty fun if you can find them at auction, especially. Sometimes you find them and they might be like a buy it now. So when they listed it, they were looking at the correct listing title or whatever, and they priced it correctly, so they don't want to sell it any less. But if you find the ones that are at auction, you can really find some good deals. Robbie Anderson, Calvin Ridley, Travis Kelce, Chase Edmonds, Andy Dalton, Mike Evans, John Brown, Tyler Lockett, Antonio Gibson, Darius Slay, Javonte Williams sunburst for the Broncos. Got Andy Dalton for the Bears. I haven't heard his name in a while. I guess he's a backup for somebody at this point. Prestige Pros, Tom Brady. Got a powerhouse, Myles Garrett. Any Given Sunday, Jason Pierre-Paul. Dang, Mac Jones and Trevor had a decent break. This season's greetings. Looks like it might have a little blemish over there on the left side. See like a little fade in the foil there. Kind of a weird one. Yami Brown, Travis Etienne, Jamar Jefferson, and there's Justin Fields with the last chance we had there. Nice one. Jonathan Taylor, Bradley Chubb, Khalil Mack, Ed Oliver, DJ Moore, Devontae Adams, Stephon Gilmore, Minka Fitzpatrick, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can just buy on eBay, and if you sell stuff, you can just sell it right back on eBay. Especially if you're okay with like doing a little bit of legwork, because there's a lot of people that just throw up like 50 cards in a lot and say, I've seen a lot of this lately. It's just like 50 optic rated rookies, big name. It will be titled like big names, and may have a couple of the last names of a player. And they'll put like Prism in there or something like that. So sometimes you can get some good deals on lots like that, and then just break up the cards. And sometimes, with football season, by the time you get the cards, maybe most of the players are pretty average, but then you get some random cornerback who's picks off 3 balls that weekend, and the card you were thinking was a $2.50 resale is now $11 card, or whatever. But it's interesting to do that if you have time. I mean, and then especially if you have like an interest in specific cards, like if, like I said, you're a Giants fan, if you see a lot that's got 2 or 3 Giants rookies in it or something, and you can break up the rest of it to get the value back, it's definitely worth it. Anyways, we'll do a little recap, and then I'll shut her down for the night. We got Kadarius Toney sunburst, Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, Christian McCaffrey franchise favorites, Pat Surtain sunburst, Living Legends Jason Taylor, Amon-Ra St. Brown rookie, Frank Darby sunburst, franchise favorites Saquon, Trevor Lawrence rookie, Rondell Moore sunburst, Chase Claypool youth movement, Pat Freiermuth sunburst, Teddy Bruschi Living Legends, Javonte Williams rookie, Mac Jones sunburst, got a season's greetings Terrace Marshall Jr., Trayvon Moehrig sunburst, Heroes Tom Brady, Devontae Smith rookie. Yeah, thanks for jumping in the break. I appreciate talking back and forth. It smooths the break out a little bit. Trevor Lawrence sunburst, Derrick Henry Heroes, Javonte Williams sunburst, got a Mac Jones season's greetings, Justin Fields rookie, Nico Collins sunburst, Derrick Henry sunburst, season's greetings J.C. Horn, got a Kyle Trask rookie, Kylan Hill sunburst, youth movement Kyler Murray, got a believe this is 28 of 99. Trey Sermon. Can't remember if this is gold or yellow, actually. I'll look it up here in just a second. Kellerman Sunburst, Sean Alexander, Living Legends. Got Zach Wilson and Kyle Pitts rookies. I think that is a gold, but it just feels weird being out of 99. Yeah, so pink is out of 50, I believe, and then the orange is 75, and then gold's 99. So a gold Trey Sermon. My belly is rumbling. No short prints in that box aside from that numbered card. We'll try again another time. Hey, my stomach is going crazy. I don't remember the last time I ate. Yeah, that's the problem. I appreciate you guys jumping in the break. If you need anything, just shoot me a message. I'll be up for another couple hours. Have a nice Friday, and we'll catch you later. See ya.